I.S.U.P.K.
To the family, brother Red Pill representing Know the Ledge. Do me a favor, family. Make sure you subscribe to I.S.U.P.K. on YouTube. Get some of that fire that the brothers are delivering. Some of that good information, alright?
So we the I.S.U.P.K. started 1 West 125th Street. Since 1969, we've been teaching this truth. We've been teaching what Christ laid down 2,000 years ago. A black man. Alright? A black man. And we keep his teachings. We keep what he said today in the I.S.U.P.K. We keep it and we do it. Alright? Now if you want to follow Christ, the most famous black man that ever lived, if you want to be a true Christian, not like one of them fake Christians that you see all over TV. When you want to be a real Christian, which is being the Hebrew Israelite in the I.S.U.P.K. When you want to be a real Christian, you come here. It's like, I feel like Suge Knight. You don't want them all in your videos. You know what I'm saying? Dancing in your videos. Come here. If you don't want to be one of them fake Christians, one of them fake Christians in the Christian church, singing and dancing about all these wicked things that they do and they break the law, come here. If you want to be a real Christian, come here to the UPK.
Right.
You know what I mean? We really follow Christ here. Follow his teachings. Man, Christ was out teaching, man, like Donald Trump rallies. Teaching all the people the law, how to love each other. Man, Jesus Christ was famous, the most famous man that ever lived. That's why what? That's why the Romans wanted him dead. The Romans wanted him dead because he was getting too much power, fame, and he was teaching the blacks and Spanish to separate from the Romans, to come together. So all that, you know what I mean, took a toll, and the Romans and them Christians, I mean, them pastors and preachers back in them days would be the scribes and Pharisees, had them put to death. Like Jesus Christ taught in the ghettos and in the hoods. He healed people that were sick and dying and sickly. When was the last time you seen a creflo dollar with a sickly person? Crickets. It says, is it every 4th generation that incarnation takes place, sir? No, it's not every 4th generation, every 3rd generation, any specific generation that you be reincarnated. Like, you being reincarnated, the Lord got a whole system that he operates that. Like, that's above our pay, that's above man's pay grade to know that. Like what time you come back and what happens. Scripture say there's no knowledge of the former things. So you don't know what you was in the past. You don't know if you was Isaiah, Paul, or anybody. Alright? But we do know the spirit of the prophets is subject unto the prophets. So the prophets you see today in the UPK teaching is the same back in the day that was doing it. And so we don't know if it's every 4th generation or 3rd generation. You have no clue. Like you can die and come back just like that. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no time and space like that with the Lord. So he bring you back and you'll live out your judgment. You know what I mean? So your best, so what you do is you just live your righteous life this life. So you can be assured that your next life, you won't be born with deformities or blind or to a crack house family. You'll be born in a good estate. And right now, we are an even better possibility because you follow Christ, you're going to be born again and get reincarnated. The dead shall rise first. Basically, you're going to come back. Not just as a baby. You're going to come up out the grave like Christ did. So that's even better. You know what I mean? That's even better deal right there. So you need to follow Christ right now and hold it down. Like it's time is now. And like I said, anybody got any questions or anything like that? Like this is a good opportunity to get your questions out. You know what I mean? And things like that. Like there's many history books all over that talk about Christ. Roman books, Roman records that talk about Christ. But they don't talk about him like the truth. They don't talk about him like that. They talk about him like he's a rebel rouser. Like he was a revolutionary. I think them is the exact words they use. He's a revolutionary. You know what I mean? Like he's a rebel. He used was the leader of a rebel cause and things like that against Rome. That's why they was killing Christians. They seen Christians as like terrorists. They seen Christians as like rebels. You know what I mean? That's why when Rome got burned down under Nero, what did he do? He blamed it on the Christians. He blamed it on the Jews, on black people, saying like we were terrorists. That's why they was putting us in the arenas. We was fighting lions and things like that. They was putting Christ as like a terrorist, and the Christians that followed him like terrorists. And so there was a lot of things that all about Christ. You know what I mean? How many people gonna say Christ didn't exist when you got hundreds and thousands of Christians in the early Roman Empire that filled Rome? Paul went and spoke in Rome to emperors and to mayors. You even got, the Bible is such an accurate history book, you even have the names of certain small governors like Pontius Pilate in the scriptures. Like these fools, they is clowns right now when they try to talk about the Bible as not a history book. The Bible is the most accurate history book that spans the most time of all books ever written.
Right.
You got scholars that look at the Bible and say, okay, King Persia, the king of Persia was Nebuchadnezzar in some time frame in his 130th year. They use that to build timelines about different empires in ancient time. Persia, Assyria, Babylon, Egypt, Rome, Greece is in the scriptures. Alexander the Greek is in the Bible. Like, how is the Bible not an accurate history book when you got these major figures of history in this one book? Like, there's no other book in history that spans this amount of time and is so specific. It got the specific names of kings of Persia, specific names of kings of Babylon, of governors of Rome, of governors of Greece. They even got military leaders of Greece in the Bible. Who you think Antiochus, Epiphanes, and all them in there? They got the generals of Antiochus in the scriptures, in the Bible. Like, this is insane how they talk about the Bible as like it's not the most accurate history book to ever be recorded. Like, there's no way no one man can write the history that's in this book. There's no way one man could be alive during the time of the Persian Empire to write down the kings and then go be alive during Alexander the Greek and Pontius Pilate hundreds of years later.
Right.
Like, this Bible is on another level. Best believe there is a supernatural power, the most high power that had this Bible written down and recorded and preserved throughout time. Now, don't get me wrong. There's many blacks, Hispanics, and Native American men that had to die and put up and give their life to keep this book how it is today. Many persecution that went on that we have this book today. Like, black people, we died and suffered to keep this book intact and keep these records and pass them down amongst our people. But trust and believe there was a supernatural power and a supernatural force that kept these records together for us today. And this is not man's doing. This Bible is not from man. Like men, it wasn't a couple groups of men that came together and said, let's write a book about a man that walked on water, about the governors of Rome, about military campaigns that Greece went on, that Egypt had, military campaigns that the Babylonians had. There's no group of people that said, let's just get together and write this on our own. Like, God was behind this book. The creator of the universe and stars and galaxies was behind this book. That's why it don't contradict itself. That's why it covers thousands of years of history accurately, and can rate. And the slave trade is even in the Bible. God damn it! I mean, what more can you ask for? The slave trade is in the Bible. And like I said, if anybody, you got any questions or anything like that, you can feel free to ask your questions or whatnot, or just enjoy the live stream and enjoy the knowledge that Commander GEN.YAHANNA held down, I.S.U.P.K held down, and this Bible that the Lord, Most High Christ, Yahushua, held down and passed down to us black people that we can have today. You know what I mean? Sakawar, Shalom, Yahba Shemin Shabakata, and you know, Captain Zariak Tawada, Gadaiwan, Asad Karab, Shalom Akim, and Akwathium, you know what I mean? Tawada for tuning in on the live stream. You know what I mean? Like, and you know what's another thing that's heavy? So get that in Babel, the Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel when all nations will come together. Like, Commander GEN.YAHANNA is a prophet. I'm going to tell you right now, he is a prophet of the Most High. And he says things that, like I said a lot of times, are on another level. You know what I mean? Like, I was watching some little quick 5-second thing of Polite, when Polite was on the radio show talking about pronunciation of languages, give you different knowledge and different things like that. Like, that's all small-time knowledge compared to what's coming out of the I.S.U.P.K under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. What's coming out from God. You know what I mean?
We want no cowards in our camp,